Here we have a phylogenetic tree of household liquids, and to start us off we have the two most common sodas, Coke and Pepsi. So Coke and Pepsi are right here. They're pretty close on their OTUs. They're not that long, but they're not too long as well because they have different flavors and also a different can color. But they're both colas and they're both fizzy drinks and carbonated. Also pretty closely related to them would be Dr. Pepper, and the reason why Dr. Pepper is still pretty related to them by the OTU is because it's a fizzy drink, it's a soda, and it has sugar in it, just like Pepsi and Coke, but it's not a cola, so it can't be. They couldn't be related. Next up is La Croix Seltzer. The reason why I put that there is because this doesn't have any sugar in it, doesn't have anything that would make it a soda, but it is a carbonated drink. So it's safe to say that this cladogenus right here indicates that a common ancestor of like some sort of fizzy beverage ended up splitting off into these two groups here. Croix is also a outgroup of the soda tree because really all it is just fizzy water and not soda. Now moving on, we have two types of coconut water. We have organic coconut water and then this Zico coconut water. They're super similar. They're basically just coconut water. The only main difference, this has like added like chocolate flavor to it. So it's more of like an energy drink or something. While still on the topic of water, as you can see, next up is Fiji water. All three of them are water. But the difference is instead of being from a coconut, Fiji is just straight up water. So that's why they're still pretty close. That's why their OTUs are fairly short. Next up is this it's like a fermented ginger root beverage. This was put pretty close to the coconut water in terms of OTU because it's got a fruit in it. And it still has water in it. The only reason why I didn't make the cladogenus split to form this and then coconut water is because I felt like that fermentedness adds a far enough difference warrant Fiji water being its own thing. Next up is milk, and the reason why I didn't lump it in with coconut water or Fiji water was because I felt like despite it being a water solution, the mammal enzymes in it warranted it to be separate. And then we have our big outgroup, isopropyl alcohol. Now the reason why I had isopropyl alcohol on here is because it's diluted with water, so it has water, which means it's safe to say that this anagenus represents water in general. And then it splits off here, and then instead of going into this drinkable water, it becomes its own like isopropyl alcohol. And then all of these would just hold the most recent common ancestor of undistilled like tap water.